Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of the series of Fortunate Events podcast brought to you by who? Miss MeMeCherry. And I am joined today by the people's queen. Miss Jazmyn is in the house. Ew.
Hello.
Ew.
These big ass earrings, honey, they're not letting me keep my. There we go.
Come on, earrings. Come on, we gotta work.
Honey,
we gotta work with mama.
honey, we do.
Well, this is like a podcast so long in the making. It's
Yes.
a dream come true. So first of all, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So let's kick it off. I met you because you came up to the Port Bar along with your dear mama,
Yes,
Miss
honey.
Mayhem Miller.
Mayhem Miller, the queen of the party, honey.
The queen. The queen of the party.
The queen! Queen of the party!
Yes.
I love it.
Tell me about your relationship with dear mother Mayhem.
Oh, gee, it goes so far back. I mean, she's been like a major part of me even succeeding like I've been succeeding. She's always, any like new show that she ever had when I first started coming, she was always like, hey, come and do this show with me. Come and do this. She's been like a mentor, more than a mother. She's been like a mentor, a dear friend. She's just, I mean, there's a reason why people love her.
Yes.
And that's because she is one genuine person, and she is really a big reason why I'm as successful as I am today.
Yes.
And enjoying it too, and really enjoying it.
Yes. One of my all-time favorite memories at the Port Bar was after the two of you were done. It was just the three of us in the back room dancing, and like, I swear, it just gives me goosebumps just thinking about it because it was just.
We was like, let's dance all night, girl.
Yes,
come on.
It was just pure joy, and it's just, I love that memory. Another thing that I love that you kind of like live in my memory about is running into you at DragCon. It was always so much fun. You always looked like you were having a blast, and I'm so curious.
Honey.
I remember, I won't say who, but let's just say a certain YouTube personality was a little scandaled by like boys in thongs and then like little girls in princess costumes walking by. What do you think about that dichotomy of DragCon, that it's like part Disney World, part Go-Go Club?
I mean, it's one of those, I feel like DragCon is something about just not to sound, rude, but letting your freak flag fly. I mean, it's an open space. There's never any judgment. You come as you are, or you come as you want to be. You know what I mean? That you can't normally do outside in the public. That's what you come to DragCon for, to express yourself artistically, whether it's you want to walk around in a thong, or even a little boy walking around in a princess dress. He wouldn't be able to do that out in public or go to school like that. So it's just, I feel like it's an amazing thing that RuPaul put together, because it brings all of us fantastic, fabulous freaks together, and we have such a ball. Like, it's never a dull moment. I've been to like 3 DragCons, and they've all been super, super fun.
Yeah, so much fun. I think also, like, I just like teasing people. Like, obviously, I'm not a prude, and I grew up in Puerto Rico. Like, you go to the beach every weekend. After a while, you kind of like, you're not.
Yeah, you're kind of like,
yeah.
Take it off, shit.
Exactly. You're not as scandaled by some bare skin.
Honey.
And I love, so you've come up here a few times after that visit with Mayhem. And if I were going to say that you have a couple of performers who are kind of like your signature go-tos, it would be Janet and Whitney. Because
Absolutely.
you truly get into the impersonation gig. What is it about Janet, and then what is it about Whitney? I want you to speak to me about both that you connect with so much.
Well, with Janet came because my dad, back in like the late 80s or the 80s and like 90s, he was a Michael Jackson impersonator. So I grew up with the Jacksons.
God.
Yeah, I grew up with the Jacksons, and I don't know what it was. It was just something about Janet that I had never seen anything like that, and I was a little kid. You know what I mean? So to see her and to be as beautiful as she is and to be as fierce as she was, something about her just stuck with me my entire life. And I mean, it's sort of one of those like full circle moments of like, wow, I still idolize, but even as a young kid, I idolized you, never even knowing what my future held. And to be, I mean, nobody wakes up and was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be a drag queen when I turn 20." You know what I mean? So it sort of just like flowed through. And even when I first started doing it, I respected her so much that I wouldn't necessarily do Janet performances until I felt comfortable enough in drag.
Yeah.
Because it was like in the beginning, it's uncomfortable in the beginning because you don't really know what you're doing. You don't know if you look good or not.
Yeah.
Your friends are always going to tell you look good. But I mean, I see a lot of pictures from back in the day and I'd be like, bitch, really? But it's just
Everybody
something
has the
about her.
Crunchaloo era.
Oh yeah. It was just something about her energy, I always loved her soft voice. But when she sang on her albums, they were so fierce, and she had so many like rock albums too. She was just like she was everything, like all in one. Like she was literally everything, and she really molded like she's the reason I started dancing. She's the reason I joined the dance team in high school, and she's partly the reason why I actually pursued drag as hard as I did, because I mean, I was saying like, wow, like my goal was to want to like backup dance for her, but when I found out like, oh wait, I could like be her, I found that to be more intriguing, where I can actually like embody how she moves, and it's just she's everything, honey. There's really not enough words in the vocabulary to describe how I feel about her.
Yeah.
And
I mean, because you give Vegas level impersonation. I mean, it's amazing.
Thank you. And Whitney Houston, I mean, I've come from a very like musical family, so like all the songs that I grew up with Whitney Houston as well, and plus she's a Leo like me, so I related with her. How she would I would watch a lot of her interviews, and I'd be like, wow, I kind of would respond like that too, like, why are you asking me that question, girl? You know what I mean? But then it's just her voice, period. And I personally didn't like start off doing Whitney Houston, to be honest, because I wanted to be like more upbeat. But once I started to like perform her, and I like realized like I actually did kind of have her movements and stuff down, I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead, because I knew all of her songs. I'm like, let me go ahead and add her to my repertoire right now, because I mean, I would do like Rihanna and Beyonce, but Whitney and Janet are the two that I will, anywhere I go, you're definitely gonna probably see me do a Whitney or a Janet performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's borderline spooky when you do Whitney, because it's just like, is Whitney's ghost in the room right now? You just completely embody the essence, the energy. I mean, down to the rag. It's just like
I did a performance last night, and when we perform now, we have to wear like a mask.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, like I know, of course I know the words, but these people, so I was like moving, and I actually heard somebody in the audience say like, okay, for these Whitney mannerisms, and I'm like, okay, see, I can go out there and I can lip sync with my entire body, honey, and not have to move my lips. Yes. But yeah, like I try to, when I see like a video or an artist that I want to do, I try to get as close to the artist as I possibly can, because what I started off, when I first started doing drag, all I saw was impersonation. Like I saw Mayhem doing, Little Kim. I saw Delta Work doing Delta Burke, or doing, I saw impersonations, Chad Michaels doing Cher. That's what I saw. So I kind of like, that's where my brain started to do like, okay, well, I need to look the part. Yeah. Like this kind of stuff, I don't know what artist I could do in this. You know what I mean? But I love it. But when I go on stage and perform, I really kind of want to get as close to the artist or the character that I'm trying to portray.
Yeah.
So I'll watch like dozens of like live performances that they do, just to kind of see how they move and see if I can like emulate that.
Yeah, and the interaction with the crowd, like all of it. You get all of that essence down. And it actually is captured on film because a little Miss Doll, it's the second time that you're on the Kardashians, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Or are
This
they
is
repeating
the
it?
first. This is because we filmed it last February or something, or yeah, last
Okay.
February.
But like
We
I
filmed
remember
it last
seeing
February, but it's
something.
premiering tonight. Yeah, it's
Okay,
premiering
okay,
today.
okay.
Yeah, it comes on today. I'm gonna watch it tonight around 8, honey.
Yes. So first of all, iconic,
Thank
and
you.
I mean on the last season also double iconic.
Yeah.
And so it was Chloe, it was Kylie, the mom, the boyfriend, right? And then like 20
Uh-huh.
cameras.
And then and Kim and Courtney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. But like tell me about like the behind the scenes, like how does that sausage get made? Or like did you have to sign something that you can't really talk about it?
We didn't have to sign anything that's saying we couldn't talk about it. We couldn't talk about it before the day happened because if we would have said something, it would have been insane there. I mean, it was pretty insane. Like once word got out that they were even there,
Yeah.
but we couldn't say anything. I think I found out maybe like 4 or 5 days before, and I couldn't say anything to nobody, but I knew like, oh, I'm going to work tonight, honey. I'm going to work
And
tonight,
I'm
and
gonna
I
do
know
this
exactly,
number. I'm gonna do
and
this
I know
number.
exactly what I'm gonna be doing too. So we just had to sign releases to say that they can use us on TV, which of
Sure.
course we all just I'll sign our life over. That's fine. Put me on TV, girl. But I didn't want to like post or say anything after like I performed until I saw like Kim had like recorded damn near my entire Beyonce performance. So I was
That's
like,
why
oh
I thought I saw it because I saw it
yeah,
on their timeline.
yeah. Kim was sitting there like recording like the whole thing, and I was like, oh honey, it's time. Let's show out because we already showed up. It's time to show out. But they were super nice,
Yay.
like really fucking nice and really fucking cool. Like Kylie and Chloe are obviously like the party girls, and baby, they were a party. Like
Nice.
they were a fucking party. Only thing I regret about that night is that I didn't take that damn tequila bottle that they finished. Cause I could have sold it to a diehard fan for about $50,000, honey, and been
Yes.
cool during this quarantine.
Okay.
Shit, like hey, all their lips were on here, y'all. Okay, here, give me
DNA
some money.
tested.
Give me some money. Y'all saw it in the video. This the same bottle.
Well, speaking of quarantine, obviously you were a very hardworking doll
Mm,
pre-COVID. I know that
yeah.
COVID hit and it took a minute for everybody to adjust. You've adjusted, you've acclimated, and now you're going back into the wild, but obviously adapted, because you have
Uh-huh.
the shields, you have the masks, you have your basket on a stick, and yeah, you
Very
have
different.
to, a lot of this and this.
Very different, honey. It's a whole different vibe. Like it's I'm hoping it's not gonna remain this way forever, but it took some like getting used to after like the first time I did it. I felt really uncomfortable. But I've been going like I've been consistent with it. Like I will get booked consistently. So it's just like, you know what, let's just do it the same way we did it before and just have as much fun as we possibly can, because we don't know if this is going to be our new way of living at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you kind of have to adjust. And I mean, during this quarantine, it actually like opened my mind to like doing other things. Like I've learned how to like edit videos and make do my little green screen stuff, and
Yeah.
I've put on like my concerts, like my downstairs. I'm doing this is actually my first time doing a actual like video or chat thing up here in my drag room, because I was downstairs trying to figure out like, shit, I gotta move my furniture, god damn it. And I told you earlier like I wasn't like feeling too great. I'm like, shit, I gotta move my furniture. Then I was like, girl, you could do this upstairs, but my downstairs,
Yeah.
I still have to go and clean it out for the show I'm doing after this.
Yeah.
So I got to go like push everything back. But the quarantine, like, I'm it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's very difficult. But
Yeah.
you know, you kind of have to make the best out of a bad situation. And I feel like I have kept myself really, really busy personally with like finding out other ways to continue to do drag, because obviously the live shows that we used to do can't really do them anymore because of all the guidelines people have thrown at us since during this quarantine. So you kind of have to find other venues to like scratch that entertaining itch that we all have, to like want to be in front of people and want to at least just want to like twirl around just for a little bit. Like I've been twirling around for the past 15, 16 years, you know, and for it to like stop so abruptly was really like, okay, what are you trying to tell us, girl? Okay. Somebody tell me something.
It reminds me of that last episode of the RuPaul Vegas Review spinoff that Cameron was talking about how he struggled in the beginning because you know, all he knows is performing. I mean, and
I did. Once I found out, I started seeing everything shut down like one right after the other. I like the first like maybe, well, even in that moment, like I just sort of like fell to the ground. Like my boyfriend was here and he was like, "Oh my God, like, are you okay?" No, like work is gone. Like I don't know when we're going back. Of course, I thought we would be back by like July or August.
Remember when we thought it was going to be a few weeks?
Yeah, and we're going on month number 7 or 8, honey. Like, I don't know, day 6,025. Like, I don't even know anymore. I'm just like, let me just wake up and figure out the day here. Where am I gonna go from here?
You got your fur baby, you got your bae, you got your, you know, you found your way back to your drag. And I worry about the winter. I worry because then everybody goes back inside again. But you know, I hope we all stay strong and hopefully, you know, this Titanic of a boat avoids the iceberg that's literally right in front of us, and it's an orange colored iceberg. But anyway,
and it's coming full force, honey. We need to be very prepared, and by being prepared, that means you need to get your ass up and go and vote.
Yes.
And if you don't want to get your ass up, mail it in.
And early voting is already open in a lot of states.
I got my ballots in the mail yesterday.
Yes.
So I'm ready. Okay.
Oh, I need to go check the mail today too, because I've been keeping an eye out for it. Yes. And I've been saying, on this podcast, and I've been saying it on Fortunate Rants, not telling you who to vote for, but please vote.
I tell people who to vote for.
I love, but I always kind of like, there's always a guest.
Very clear. It's very clear who, you know, I mean, I'll be like, really, girl? Like I have a friend that lives on the East Coast, and they live in like a majority like Republican, you know, city and town. And he had like said like, well, you know, I don't know. And I just kind of looked on the phone like, the fuck do you mean you don't know? Are you kidding me? Are you? I was like, are you happy with the way things are going right now? And she was like, no. Okay, then that's all you need to know. Then there it is. You want to change? Then let's do it. And she was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, girl. I mean, it's simple. If you're not happy right now, because the only people that are happy are the billionaires. Like they're the only ones that are happy. We're over here fucking suffering, trying to perform in our fucking little cubicles and shit. Like we want to get back out to the real world.
I there's like, you know, these kind of like political meme discussions of like, how could there still be an undecided voter? And I saw a tweet today. The person was like, I once sat behind somebody for 10 minutes while they decided over the McDonald's menu, and they ended up ordering a cheeseburger without cheese. Yes, they're still undecided voters.
For real. It's like, you're gonna look at, I would go through drive-throughs like with my friends, like, you know where we are, girl. And then they would sit there and stare at the menu, and I'd be like, I'm like, girl, you know you finna get chicken nuggets. Just get the nuggets. Why are we sitting here? Why are you sitting here contemplating? Well, I want to get maybe I want to get something else. You never do. Okay, order your food and let's go. You know, like, I know what I want when I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
Specific. Even when I go to the store, I know exactly what I'm going into the store for. I'm not going to shows to browse. No, fuck that. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going back to the register. Goodbye.
I can see you
Like,
too, like,
oh,
here we go.
all the time. Like my boyfriend would be like,
you.
"You're moving so fast." I'm like, because I want to be in and out. What are we gonna sit in the store for? Like, I'm out of here.
We're not like building this isn't a LinkedIn networking event.
We don't work here. We don't work here. Let's get in and get out.
So I was gonna ask what has been the rose and the thorn for digital drag, but I feel like you kind of expressed that, you know, it's a pain in the butt, but you've learned some new things. And I feel like that's kind of been my story too. Like I was able to relaunch this silly thing because now we're all comfortable about doing things over Zoom, you know?
Exactly. It was actually like my actual real rose from this was being able to like put on like full concerts, because over like the past maybe like 15 years I've been doing drag, I've only done like 2-3 sets maybe, and then that's it. Like I've never really just performed fully through, and I never thought that I could, at 35, clearly I can't twirl around like I could at 17, 18. But the fact that I was able to pull it off with so many different artists, and all of those concerts were at least an hour long, like, and I really wasn't like out of breath. I was like, okay. It kind of, when things do start to open back up, I kind of want to take like my one-woman shows to venues,
Yes.
or even like theaters, and you know what I'm saying, and just really just pull and really just fucking give it to them.
Yes.
Like, yeah, like I really want to start doing that.
Yeah, that would kill it. Like have you been to Oasis here in San Francisco?
No, I've never been to. Oh, I might have gone. I might have gone like once the last time I was out there, but
yeah, I know.
It's a party out there, girl. It's a party. So
it's a blur.
I went to several different places. I don't know if one of them was Oasis or not, but I've been around.
Yeah, it's kind of set up like half club, half kind of like almost cabaret theater style. And so a lot of the Rue girls, when they're in town, they usually would get booked there back when we were doing things inside. And they would put on like Lady Bunny. When Lady Bunny's in town, Lady Bunny does her show there. Coco, when Coco Peru's in town, Coco does her show there. So it's kind of like the spot, especially for like a one person kind of show.
Yeah.
Definitely be the gig for sure. Well, I can't wait. Who knows when that's gonna be, but we're gonna get through this together, and I can't wait to hug all of you beautiful faces.
I know, girl.
For now, we do this in a little box. So that's our Barbara Walters section of the show.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why I did that in a semi-share voice. But
because I feel like you finna get real with me, honey.
Well, now we go into the Andy Cohen part. And now we go.
Let's do it.
Now we get silly. So I brought Out of Retirement in the recent recordings. They're not out yet, but by the time that you hear this, you will have heard it, that it came out already. God, Mariana, great job. I've brought one of my classic games out of retirement, and I feel like this is one that I won't need to explain too much to somebody like Jazmyn. I call this game Go to Bed Wig.
Okay. And I gotta explain it.
And we're doing the Housewives edition. But for the listeners, Go to Bed Wig, I'm gonna give Miss Jazmyn some names. We're gonna go city by city, and we're going to find out if they should go to bed wig or come to the party.
Okay.
Ready to play Go to Bed Wig?
Yes, ma'am. She's
All
ready.
Right. Go to Bed Wig, Atlanta. Miss Candy Burris.
Come to the party. Hands down, come to the party.
And bring
Candy
some of your
knows
toys.
How to party. And bring a whole bunch of your toys. Candy knows how to party, honey.
Go to Bed Wig, Atlanta. Miss Kenya Moore.
Go to Bed Wig.
With your wig.
She'll be with your wig. She would be too much, honey. I wasn't too much of a fan of her this last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one who's actually 2020 actually made me respect this housewife just a little bit more because they are actually living up to their name, Portia Williams.
Come to the party.
Yeah.
She's actually Portia is actually one of my favorite housewives. Like I've loved me some Portia from the moment she came on to the scene, and just how she went from being like a Stepford wife to being the going to be princess of Thoughtlandia to being literally like you saw her go through all these different stages on Housewives, and now she's a mother. She's literally using her grandfather's legacy again, and that's the one thing that I've been really like proud to see her do, because in the beginning I was just like, girl, you're running your grandfather's name to the ground. Okay, like your grandfather was a pivotal fucking part. Come on now. But just to see her, like, I mean, going to jail and out there on the front lines with everybody, like
Yeah.
it's been amazing to watch. It's been really, really, like really amazing to watch her do that.
Yes. So come to the
Yeah,
party, Miss Williams.
come to the party, honey.
We get on the plane and land in Beverly Hills.
Oh, honey,
And I know you love you some Beverly Hills.
I love me some Beverly Hills, honey.
I think I know the answer, but Miss good old Dorit.
Dorit, come to the party and bring all your fashions and hairstyles, please.
You live for the
I
fashion.
love, I love Dorit. From the moment she jumped on. At first, first couple episodes, you're kind of like, but then like you see the first reunion always lets you know who's gonna be a good one.
Yes.
And that first reunion, she lit their asses up, and I was like,
Yes.
oh yes, Dorit, yes, Dorit. She can do
Yes.
no wrong to me. Like Dorit can do no fucking wrong because she's not afraid of anybody. She's not afraid to speak her mind either, and I love that.
Yeah, and she's relatively sweet and
Mm-hmm.
for as like
Just
flirty as she
real,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to go there, I'll go there, but I'm trying to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole motto.
And what about Coyle? Coyle Richards? Coyle?
Kyle can go to bed. Wig.
With your bangs.
Yeah, with your bangs. Kyle can go to bed, honey. And her ragamuffin.
and maybe Mauricio will meet her at some point in the night.
Mauricio can come to the party.
Oh,
Mauricio can come to the party, but Kyle can't come to the party.
And what about noob as of last season, Garcelle?
Come to the party. You're on the VIP list.
Yes.
I love Garcelle. I've always loved her. I've always loved Garcelle, like from the Jamie Foxx show. And she was just like, I don't know. It was just something about her. Like her name was Fancy.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like I love Garcelle. When I found out she was going to be on there, I was like, now I see why they put her on there, because she's not like an Atlanta girl, but she is like an Atlanta girl in Beverly Hills. Because I would always think like, why? I was like, I know there's Black people in Beverly Hills. Like, come on. Y'all can put a Black girl on here. Like, she ain't gonna go in there and be fucking nobody up. She live in Beverly Hills, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
They not gonna snatch wigs. Okay, they have reputations. Okay, like, but I love that they added her on there, and I really hope that she stays for a really long time.
Yeah, she's renewed for the next season, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're gonna grab our Hermes bags and get on the jet, and we land in Jersey.
Oh yes.
Good old.
I love Jersey
Go
too.
to Bed Wig, Jersey edition. Good old Teresa. Is it Judice? Is it Judice? At least she's back home and without her ugly husband.
And she could come to the party.
Yes.
Teresa can definitely come to the party.
Yes.
Definitely.
I like Teresa after she's had a couple drinks too.
I like Teresa sober, honey. I just felt like, she started Jersey. Like, she was the main reason Jersey popped off the way it did. And I really like fell in love with all of her girls. Every single,
God, yes.
to know that we saw Gia at like 7 or 8, and now she's like 20
when
or
they were
21.
like,
It's like, Yeah, posing and singing and all kinds of stuff. Like yeah, Teresa can come to the party.
Perfect. What about her sister-in-law, Miss Melissa Gorga?
Melissa could come to the party. I feel like Melissa would be a good turn up girl too.
Yeah.
I like Melissa. I don't like her as much as I like Teresa, but I like Melissa. She was a good addition.
Yes. Yeah, and I think it's been nice to see the progression of their relationship because they are
Yes.
family at the end of the day.
Yeah, but now I feel like they now know one another for real, for real. So they keep each other like that because we can't do that again, girl. Like we
Exactly.
can't argue again because I'm gonna light your ass up.
Yeah. Yeah. And we
And
don't want
you know what I'm gonna say. So let's not go there with one another.
and I remember when one of them ended up with like hairspray marks all over their clothes when the husbands got into the fight.
Oh yeah, from Joe's spray because he was going bald.
Yes. Last one in Jersey, good old Dolores Catania.
Oh my God, please come to the party. I
You
love Dolores.
you just wanted to bring her son.
I love. Oh, he's a hottie too. But I feel like Dolores is one of the most beautiful housewives. Like I mean, I don't in Jersey. Like she's one of the most beautiful women to me. I bet I've seen on Housewives in Jersey.
Yes,
Like
yes,
I love
yes.
her. I love her like rowdy attitude and her like nonchalantness because she knows she will fuck somebody up. So that's why she don't even like brag and boast about it. She was a wasn't she like a parole officer or something?
Yes.
So she's just like
Yeah, she's not fucking around.
yeah, she's not. Like I love her and I love her. I love how like her Jersey accent too when she talks, like the tone of her voice. I love that. So I love to hear her speak.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be hopping an Uber Black and we drive over to New York City.
Honey, the city of the messes, child.
Okay, what about good old
I
Sonia,
don't know.
Oregon?
Sonia can come to the we gonna have Sonia, we gonna have the party at Sonia's townhouse, actually. Honey. So she don't even gotta come to the party. We're gonna bring the party to Sonia.
We just have to make sure to
I love
catch
her
her
too.
before she pre-parties.
No, I want the full force of Sonia. I need the Sonia Morgan experience, honey. Okay. I need pussy showing and I need, falling off the table. I need all of that, honey.
Breaking glass cover.
Breaking glasses, like that tripped me out. I'm like, you're so mad at her for dancing, but nobody said anything to Sonia about breaking the glass.
Thank you.
Like, what is wrong with you guys?
So speaking of the noob, Leah McSweeney, what do we think of the newbie?
Come to the party.
Yes.
You know what? That's why they invited her to the New York party, because she turned all the way up and she was never afraid to let those bitches know, like, girl, what I'm doing is day class A, bitch. Look at you.
Okay.
My favorite line of the whole season was when Ramona said, like, I can't do this. She was like, bitch, you're turtle time all day. I was like, oh, that's all you need to say to Ramona, because Ramona was a drunk ass mess before she decided to get her shit together.
Yeah, and what was the other one like? They say that I bring this down, bitch. I elevate this.
I elevate this shit. I was like, you better let them know, girl. She's like, I elevate this shit. You do. I think she brought a younger audience to watching them, and I feel like they're gonna probably add another like New Yorker around the same age as her. So
Ebony K. Williams. It was just announced.
Oh, okay. Oh,
We're bringing in some color to New York too. Yes, yes.
Oh,
Miss Ebony K.
And is she one of Leah's friends?
I don't know. It was just announced, so we'll see how
Okay.
she gets woven in. But the OG. What about the OG? Turtle time, Ramona Singer. That face.
I'm a send her an invitation and hope that she doesn't RSVP.
Just send her the wrong time.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna send it out, but I'm gonna hope she gonna be like, I don't want to go. You know what I mean? Like, because Ramona was always iffy, honey.
Mm-hmm.
She was always iffy.
And she's totally a Trump supporter, so
yeah. And exactly. You don't know if you're gonna. That's why she went to Florida, because she knew she could go party out there.
Thank you. I don't have to wear a mask in the ocean. I don't have to wear a mask in the ocean. Well, Ramona, you have to wear a mask to get on the helicopter that we're going to get on. And in our last stop of Go to Bed Wig, Housewives Edition, Potomac. What do we think about good old Miss Monique Samuels?
Come to the party.
Just leave the wine at home.
No, come to the party with the wine, because nobody at any party that I'm going to be at is going to be antagonizing you like that.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Speaking of antagonizing, what about Giselle Bryant?
Giselle, the same thing as Ramona. Like, I'll send her an invitation and hope she doesn't RSVP. Because I like her, but sometimes she's just really just too messy and too much.
Yes. And a little too hypocritical for my taste.
Exactly. Exactly.
Last one, Go to Bed Wig. Karen Huger.
Come to the party.
The Grand Dame.
The Grand Dame. I just want to sit there and hear her talk. That's all I want to hear her. I just want to hear her talk. That's it. And give me some of that perfume so I can see what it smells like.
Okay, everybody was saying it smelled good. I hope they weren't just saying that to be nice to her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let me see it, because, they all on TV and they don't want to discredit you like that. But I want to smell it. If it smells like some Elizabeth Taylor white diamonds, I'm all in, honey.
Well, the wigs are in beds. They have been tucked in nicely. They have cups of tea next to them, and you did great.
Thank you, honey. I like to plan my parties that way too.
So we'll round this out with a good old round of speed round. Same questions. Every performer, I like to just see the different answers that come out of all the beautiful, lovely faces.
Okay.
So speed round, how long does it take you to get into the look/gig?
An hour and a half at most. Yeah,
okay.
Hour and a half.
That's good. Tips for drag fans.
Tips for drag fans.
Something that they should keep in mind as fans.
Don't be an asshole. We're here to entertain you.
Mm-hmm.
So be entertained.
Aren't you entertained?
Just be entertained. And if you think you can do better, do it.
Exactly.
Do it. I implore all of you guys, do it.
Well, speaking of tips for baby queens.
Work. See, it's different, because a lot of baby queens now, I feel, they've learned their skill through YouTube. So it's kind of harder for me to tell them work at your craft when your craft is literally being taught to you on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So maybe I would just say don't demand anything. Work for it. Don't demand it, because just because you know how to paint a beat mug,
mm-hmm.
or you know how to, do the splits or a backflip or a shablam, does not mean that you deserve to be booked with anybody. And when it comes to booking girls, we don't book girls just based on their talent. We have to make sure that we're cool, that you're cool in the dressing room, because that's where most of it matters. In the back. Yes, the stage is amazing, but that's for the people. For us as performers, we need somebody back there that is not going to be a Debbie Downer. You're not going to be fucking rude.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So just be mindful of your surroundings, and knowing that the people that you feel might hate you because you're new, we might feel that you're being rude because you're young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just come in there and just enjoy the night, and at the end of the day, have fun. And we can always tell when someone's not having fun, because they're sitting there silent looking in their phones. Ariel Versace. But you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That gagged me a little bit. I was going to say, I've been in many a back room of a drag show. 9 times out of 10, it's the tiniest room in the club. So if somebody got some stank ass energy, we already smell your stank ass pads. We don't need some stank ass energy.
We don't need the stank ass energy, girl, because although you think you being stank, honey, we stank here when we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because we know when we go into a dressing room, we're there to work, we're there to have a good time. So we push all our stankness away. But if you won't stank, we can give you stank.
Yeah, you want it funky, we can get
Like
funky.
we're professionals at this, girl. We've been doing this a long time. We know how to compartmentalize and go and open that stank box and let your ass know. Honey, I've had to do it several times.
Favorite drag race queen? Although I feel like I might know the answer.
I know people would probably think I would say Mayhem, but I mean, because I would feel like that would be the easiest answer for me. That I don't ever like things to be easy. Okay. My favorite drag queen is honestly Jujubee.
That's a good one.
Honestly, from the moment she walked into the workroom on season 2, like I have always loved her. Like and every time I would see her, like working with her and stuff, it's always just been so great. So like Jujubee. Jujubee's my favorite.
Yeah, and she has had an amazing arc, just artistic wise, as a person also. Excuse me. Favorite non-drag race queen?
Ooh. Can I say myself?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Okay, let me see. Favorite non-drag race queen?
She said, me, bitch.
I mean, if I could be honest, I would choose me. But if I would have to choose anybody, I would probably... my sister Mystic B. Fierce Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, she's always from... I mean, I've known her a really, 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 really long time. Nice. And she's just forever been sickening to me. Forever been sickening. Yeah.
Great. Best or favorite... Sorry. Drag tip for the everyday woman.
Less is more.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I mean, like this. I don't think anybody wants to go to work with this on. Like, and I know a lot of girls be like, "Oh my God, I want you to like." I get asked to do a lot of girls like makeup for like weddings, and I'm like, baby, you don't want to look like me on your wedding. I promise you don't. You want to look like yourself with just a little highlight. Like you don't. I don't know how to paint a soft mug. I know how to paint a drag fucking face, okay?
Yes.
People are lucky today that I don't have rhinestones all in here because that was my plan, but I forgot. So I forgot.
Oh yeah,
but and like less is more.
For sure.
Less is more. And if you're not gonna put like eyeshadow or liner on your eyes, don't get your lashes 5 feet away from your fucking face. Like, cause I can't take it when I see just a big old lash, like, and there's like no like liner on it. There's like nothing. It's just sometimes it just looks too big. Like, girl, you have to cover that up with stuff. That's like we have to put these on because when we put our makeup on, our lashes disappear.
Exactly.
Like you're a woman. It's okay to get like a nice lash, but you can't be having them 301s, honey. Stacked. You can't have 301s, right? And you have no makeup on. Like all you have on is like your lip gloss, girl. No.
Stack 301s to go get coffee.
Right.
Favorite song to lip sync to?
Whitney Houston, "I'm Your Baby Tonight."
Ooh, and I've seen you do it, and it's good.
That's my favorite song to lip sync to, actually, yeah.
Last question. Best tip and or gift from a fan?
Best tip. I've gotten a $300 tip for when I did my first Janet show. My first Janet concert I did back in April. One of my fans sent me $300.
Okay, well that's pretty good.
That was a gift and all kinds of things, honey. All in one. I was like, oh shit, I'm paying some, but some people is getting paid this month since the bitch ain't working.
Oh, well, we definitely want to make sure that you continue getting tips. So please let us know, where can we find you on the social medias, and feel free to share your tipping information also.
You can find me on Instagram at The People's Queen. It is spelled THA People's Queen because THE was taken from somebody. I don't know who it was. But THA People's Queen. And if you guys want to send me a little dollar or 5 or 10 or 20 or 50 or 100, you can Venmo me at Jazmyn Simone-Echelon. It's going to be a lot of spelling. So it's JAZMYNSIMONEECHELON. See, I even forgot. ELON, honey. That's my Venmo, and that's pretty much all y'all can pay me on because I changed my Cash App and I don't know what it is right now. I had to change it for some other purposes, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just keep my Venmo for the drag stuff.
Was somebody trying to like use your name too?
No.
Okay.
No. It was
because I know that happened to somebody recently, right? It's happening, I think, to Roxy Andrews.
What? Oh, that somebody was trying to use her cash. Oh, yeah. That they used her Cash App or put their name as her Cash App.
Yeah.
No one's done that. One, because I feel like everybody always forgets how to spell my name anyway. So no one's ever gonna be able to steal it because no one ever remembers how to spell it. Like I was like, I do that. I've been doing this 15 years, and it blows my mind when I see somebody spell my name wrong. I'm like, you just tagged me, girl. You just tagged me. You didn't even look. You didn't even look. Okay.
That's like my version of when people respond to work emails where it very clearly says my name is Mariana. Marianne, Maria. Like it's in the
Marianne.
It's in the toolbox.
It's right
there.
It's right in your face. Like
right there.
Clearly you're that person that don't pay attention.
Okay.
So I'm surprised you even replied to this email.
You are a doll. Good luck on your show after this. I'm sure that you're gonna kill it. And yes, thank you so much for your time. This is like a dream.
Thank you. This was super fun. I'm glad we did this today too.
Yay. Well, I love you so much. And to everybody else, please make sure to subscribe. Yo, girl has a new YouTube channel. And it's very, very baby. So we need all the love we can get.
Subscribe, honey.
Yes, it's still such a baby. I can't give you a custom URL. You got to look me up. But come on, help your girl out so that I can get that youtube.com/MeMeCherry. Come on, bitch.
Hello. Okay.
And with that, we say, bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all. I love you so much, darling.
Bye.
MeMeCherry.